Whatever colors you like, you will find benvenute, benvenuti, bienvenue, willkommen. I was missing an M, but then I added it. Servetulut. I don't know if I Servetulut, okay. Because of you were so, it was great yesterday. I was hiding here, signing certificates, and then all this chatting of these fabulous people from Finland who were walking around and asking questions, and it was so nice. So we will hear other benvenuti in other languages, but not from me, from other special guests. But I felt like I wanted to say it in Finnish, okay? Now, you can imagine, we've been saying benvenuti on our website maybe for months. Now, we can say it in person. And you can imagine it's tutum, 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 okay? But we will get back to welcome and tutum in a little while. In the meantime, Gino Miracoclisci is our rector, the rector of the University of Calabria.
Welcome. Different day for me today because my English is very terrible for you. It's a problem. Welcome to Calabria. Calabria is, for me, is a very nice region. There are only the problem that around the world the reputation of Calabria is not so good. But I believe if you have an opportunity to visit Calabria, it's very, very interesting region, a lot of fantastic things. The reputation is not exactly related with the real activity in Calabria. We have a geologist. The Calabria is a fantastic region. Just give you one information. The Calabria in geographical maps is Apennine, South Italian Apennine. Really, no. Calabria is a geological point of view, is one part of Alps. Can move to French, to south, until Calabria. And it's a great, you have opportunity to go around the growing Sila. You look around, it's very similar to Alps. It's not similar to Alps. This is Alps. It's a very different thing. Just some information about the university. The Calabria University is a very special university in Italy. Why? Because in Italy, for tradition, the university is inside the city. The University of Calabria is outside. Okay. It's only in the Italian university they have a campus structure. We give opportunity to study at 29,000 students. We have all faculty, only we don't have a medicine, but it's engineering, science, many different things. Humanity and many different things. And we organized 2,500 apartments for students. Many sport activity. We have 3 theaters. Next month we open new cinema. And we have 4 amphitheaters. Because it's really a very complex activity. And we don't know the study or the laboratory, but we have a good possibility. We have a very, very open and full life in the University of Calabria. I hope tonight we have a dinner in lobby to theater. I show you it is a very fantastic new theater, very new. And we give good work. I hope we meet you again tonight or tomorrow night. But the Calabria have one big problem. The big problem in Calabria is that the food is very good. And it's very difficult to make a diet look.
Thank you to Professor Crisci, our director of the University of Calabria, and now I'll give the floor to Gillian Mansfield, the president of CercleS.
A warm welcome to you all. Benvenuti a Cosenza, benvenuti al convegno di CercleS. I really wanted to say a welcoming word in all the languages of the registrants. Carmen has helped out a little bit before.
Grazie. But firstly, it would have taken too long. I then thought of flashcards, but again, that would have probably taken too long, and maybe my spelling might not have been correct. And then also, I don't want to repeat my disastrous performance in German 2 years ago at the last conference. Nevertheless, I promise to exert my plurilingual skills with you during the next few days together. CercleS conferences have been particular milestones for me, marking my own personal and professional commitment to the field of language education within our association. I hope you too will see this CercleS conference in Calabria as yet another milestone in our growth as a European confederation. Indeed, CercleS is 25 years old, and we are also here to celebrate 25 years of CercleS commitment to language teaching and learning, and to the fostering of plurilingualism and multilingualism. I'm especially pleased with the overall theme of the conference, enhancing learners' creative and critical thinking, the role of university language centres. A theme that gives special prominence to the language learner, who is at the centre of our attention when we strive to foster language learning and learner agency both at home and abroad. The contributions in the parallel and poster sessions, as well as the focus groups, will provide a great opportunity for us to demonstrate our individual growth and how we develop our own critical thinking, each one of us promoters from our own professional perspective of language education, in the current context of enhancing intercultural competence through a mutual understanding of the self and the other in the true spirit of unity in diversity. I hope many of these papers and posters will later be developed and submitted to the CercleS journal, Language Learning in Higher Education, after the feedback that you give them during the conference. So we can expect an intense 3 days, enriched by the expertise of our keynote speakers, David Little and Manuel Celio Conceição. I'm sure we will also witness a buzz of formal and informal discussions going on that will no doubt spark off future collaborations across national borders. My sincerest thanks go to Carmen Argondizzo, friend and colleague, and I put friend first, who accepted without a moment's hesitation my initial suggestion for a CercleS conference again in Italy. Not only was I certain that I could count on her professionally, she has quite a reputation for organising conferences, to organise yet another stimulating conference on a well thought out theme that would be of interest to every one of us. But I also had no doubt in my mind that she and her organising committee would give their wholehearted attention to the task. They certainly have. Let me also extend my thanks to our students, to whom our undivided attention is, as always, addressed, and from whom we ourselves constantly learn by lending a listening ear to their personal learning experiences, fears, enthusiasms. And then to fellow colleagues throughout Europe and further afield, whose own perspective on the teaching and learning experience is a constant source of inspiration. You will see from the programme that the conference is for everyone: the learner, the teacher trainer, the language centre administrative staff, the translator, the language policy maker, the European and world citizen. And just as importantly, you will see how and to what extent CercleS is committed to its members and how its members are committed to CercleS. I hope you will all enjoy the conference, sharing ideas and experiences. I look forward to doing so with many of you in the next few days. Thank you. Grazie.
Thank you, Gillian. Thank you, Professor Mansfield. And back to me. I have some notes, and I will look at the notes from time to time because I don't want to forget anything. Anyway, it's a little bit like I know all of you already. And you know why? Most of you were in touch with a young lady you will know very soon. Her name is Ida. And every time that you were in touch with her, I was behind the CercleS 2016 address, as you can imagine. We had decided that with Ida because we thought 2 people, 3 people, it is better. We won't be missing information, we won't be missing messages. So I know that there is, and I need my glasses on at this point, just to mention a few, that there is Sandro from Helsinki, Enriga from Latvia, Silvia from London, Natalia from Russia, Elisa from Siena, Lena from Brno, Andrea from Czech Republic, Daniele from Basel, but maybe he's Italian, and Noriko from Japan, and the friends from Japan, Anna from Dublin, Eva from Oslo, so many different nationalities, like the video up there is showing. In the book of abstract, there is a welcome address, a short welcome address by me, and I wrote that a conference is a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle, a big jigsaw puzzle. Why a jigsaw puzzle? Because it's we need to take care, organizers need to take care of so many details. And the so many details, if we have people who work in the organizing committee with passion, with responsibility, then maybe this jigsaw puzzle can become a special event. We don't know if we will be perfect during these 3 days. Maybe we won't, but we really hope that the jigsaw puzzle will become a special event for all of you. But I have another metaphor in mind. And the metaphor is, a conference is like a wedding. You bump into an idea, you have an idea, you are an invitation, as Gillian mentioned before. You fall in love with it, you make a proposal, the proposal is accepted. You start working. You start working for months, maybe years, for the organization. All the details of the jigsaw puzzle that I was mentioning before. And then everything happens in a few hours. Okay, Monday we will be on our own again, all of us. Hopefully in a wedding, husband and wife keep on living together. So my message, our hope, is that after these 3 days of talking, reflection, we will continue staying together, keeping in touch, organizing, having projects, running projects together. So this is the main, I believe, main objective of the conference and CercleS in general. Some in the call for paper that we sent off to you a year ago, almost, we mentioned 3 key concepts, key words: creativity, critical thinking, and especially learners. This is our daily life, what we do every day. Now today, this weekend, you will be seeing a campus almost empty. But on Monday, all our courses will be starting. So it will change, the atmosphere will change completely. Thousands of students crowding around, liveliness, a joyful atmosphere. And this is the beauty of European universities and universities all around the world, dealing with young people. From these three key words, key concepts, all of you came up with wonderful titles, wonderful abstracts, interesting concepts, interesting. As a few Gillian mentioned, some of the concepts that you will be talking about during these 3 days. So I really hope that we will enrich each other. We will add some more knowledge to the experience that we will be having these days. Two big names, if I may say so, two big names will be with us these days. David Little for me in particular, but I'm sure many of us has always been a reference person for autonomous language learning. And then tomorrow we will be meeting Manuel Celio Coenzensau. We will get to know a little bit more about the European Language Council. And then on Saturday, a round table, and we will have the opportunity to reflect, to talk, to interact with Maurizio Gotti, Professor Gotti, who former CercleS president, and how many years of experience in language centers? Quite a few, Maurizio, our friend Maurizio is saying. And the person the professor who organized the very first CercleS conference in Italy. 18 years ago, am I correct? 18 years ago, the University of Bergamo. You also have the chance to see on Saturday, during the round table, a video with a very famous, feel very close to him, teacher trainer. He's a humanist, Mario Rinvolucri. So a few minutes, we will spend a few minutes with Mario via video. We were supposed to have another speaker. Then, for personal reason, this person had to cancel. And for a few weeks, we thought of maybe we should invite somebody else. But then we decided no. You know why? Because here in this room, there is a very special keynote speaker. And this very special keynote speaker is you, all of you. Each one by one, with all your ideas, so the ideas that you will be bringing into the different rooms and sharing with the rest of the groups. So we decided to keep it this way. But some thanks I have at this point, and then I'll finish up. Some thanks. I want to get to the jigsaw puzzle that I mentioned before, and I want you to meet these people who helped us out during these months, and people to whom you can refer during these days. But first of all, some thanks. The Executive Committee of CercleS, Gillian Mansfield, she was the one who encouraged me to take over this commitment. Peter Aubert, Liliana Dorna, I don't know if I'm mentioning it, if I'm pronouncing it the proper way. Marta Estela Clota, Tony Stanton, Raya Elsinen. They were here. Peter Albert, did I say your name? I did. Okay. They were here in April, supervising everything, giving suggestions, and this shows how much care CercleS gives to the conferences that they organize. And then I thank you also to the coordinating committee members of CercleS. I don't have the time to mention all of them, but John Molly from Manchester, Sabine Schaffner from Fribourg, Switzerland, and then Cristina Guillot from Spain, and Maria del Carmen, okay. You all supported me when we met a year ago. It was a year ago in Nancy. I was still at the beginning of the organization, and I got so much support from all of you. Then colleagues and friends who gave support in scientific committee and program committee. I want to mention Paola Evangelisti. She gave me a call at 8 o'clock this morning. Carmen, mi raccomando! This shows how much importance in the Italian academic context that we give to language centers and to language issues, linguistic issues in general. Maurizio Gotti, who I mentioned already, Luisanna Fodde, Chris Williams, Ginny Menez, a colleague and friend from here, Beatrice Garzelli. I also have Anna Maria De Bartolo, Michael Cronin, Ian Robinson, who gave support, Marie Verbito, who gave support in previous months. And then the organizing committee. Simone, Malizia, dove sei? There you are. If you look at the video shows different spots of Calabria, and Simone and Giuseppe hiding some other places back there. They created this video for you that you will find on the website, so if you want to watch the video again. And Simone created the website. It's a website that will be with you in the following months as well. We're not going to cancel the website as soon as the conference finishes. We will put up more information and contacts through the website. I want to mention Vincenzo De Masi. He's upstairs, he's back there, and you can refer to them. They are our IT experts, just in case you have problems with your presentation. I want to mention Carlo Infusino, Francesca Federico, you know, people from the Language Center, because while getting ready for a conference, administratives have to keep on working on the daily routines. And so they take over more commitments to allow that the other people can organize the conference. Marina Vitelli, she's outside at the reception. Eccola qui invece. Marina Vitelli, she's a reference person at the reception. If you need any help, but together with her, Teresa Filippelli, Elena Raso, Elvira Calabrese, who had contacts with the sponsors. Unfortunately, Elvira couldn't be with us today. Maria Amono, Sabina Rizzo. And then a special mention for Salvatore. Dove sei? If you want to know about the University of Calabria, did you see? They're already clapping for you. If you want to have extra information or information about the campus, about Cosenza, refer to him. He will take you wherever you want to go. Okay. Salvatore, we call him Salvatorino. But he's incredible in terms of... I want to mention Deneb and Federica. Federica is over there, Deneb over there as well. They are in charge of the ICLU desk outside. They took care of collecting all the information about Italian language centers. So if you want to have information about our next conferences, actually at the ICLU next conference in Siena, you can go there and get information, and then information about language centers in general. They also took care of the Book of Abstract. That unfortunately the paper copy that you have in your pack there, the typographer asked us to give the final version at the end of July. And there was still so much to be covered in the program. So you will find some mistakes, but the one online is the final version. So if you want to get refer to the online version for all detailed information. They also took care of the brochure of the club. We created a new one for this conference. I want to mention Vanessa. Where are you? Vanessa, she was in charge of collecting profiles, and she was afraid at the beginning. Maybe I made mistakes? No, you didn't make mistakes. Everything went well, but Vanessa is over here if you want to. Sabina, I think I mentioned your name as well. They will have some special guests in a second. Ida, ti puoi alzare. Ida was the person in charge of contacts all the time with you, and an incredible commitment, because how many thousands emails? Almost plenty. And then we have another special person, Maria. Maria did 1, 2, 3, and this. I don't know. We cannot count all the commitments that she was involved in, but one in particular. And in Italian universities, the bureaucracy, all the bureaucratic commitments of dealing with the administrative, the financial sector, and this and that, and you can imagine how difficult it was. Anything that you want to say or add? Ida, Maria. No, later. Ida will say something later. But is there anything special? I can hear some voices. Yes? So what's happening? Come on, otherwise they'll run away. Or maybe we have some small little special guests. Let's wait for them.
So, in Casarina. Anh gái. Sampai yuk. Il mio papino. L'Elitis. Come hai chiamato? Welcome. 5.
Thank you.
Our hope was that maybe one day we will have a multilingual world. Maybe one day, okay, with the children when they grow up. Ok, ciao bambine, bambini, grazie, però abbiamo qualcosa per loro, dai, dai, ce ne andiamo, o vanno via, gliele diamo.
Just 2 seconds for announcements, but I'll be very quick. So I personally welcome you all to the University of Calabria. Before we start, please remember to check our bulletin board in the hall for any changes. We already have one change in the program. Cristina Perez-Gillot and Julia Zabala will be speaking this afternoon at 4 instead of Saturday morning. But we'll put everything up in the bulletin board so that you have time to check it out. Make sure you're wearing your badges for conference purposes, please, thank you. There will be a permanent coffee break table in the hall, so whenever you want, please help yourself. The members of the organizing committee will be happy to help you if you would like some advice on places where you can have lunch or grab something to eat. We are the people wearing the badges with the Bordeaux string, so you can recognize us. But don't forget to join us this evening at the welcome cocktail dinner. You are our guests, so please be there. You have free Wi-Fi access on campus. The passwords for the rooms are on the registration desk. If you have any problems, our staff will help you. What else? You have all read about our friendly competition. So you will find boxes on the registration desk. And after each session, if you feel like supporting one or more presentations that you liked, please support them and vote for them, okay? Just throw in a piece of paper. And if you have any questions regarding transfers or what to do in the area during your free time, if you have any, feel free to ask the staff at the help desk. If anything else, we are here to help you. Enjoy the conference, thank you.
Okay, so if you ready, David? Yes, sir. Okay, so it's me again. This anniversary conference can only open with one person. Someone who has been committed to CercleS since its early years and was its president for 5, David Little. It is a privilege for me to have been given the opportunity to introduce him here today. I don't need to remind you of his academic achievements, his contribution to learner autonomy, learner agency, the Common European Framework of Reference, and the CercleS European Language Portfolio. Indeed, he gave us a renewed stimulus and input on the portfolio at the CercleS seminar at Trinity College last year, asking us for further critical reflection and suggesting how to develop its use in the future. I doubt whether there's anyone in this room who has not read at least some of his work, or who has not quoted him, or taken inspiration from him to improve their teaching skills and, above all, to assist the learner along his or her learning path. I have it on record that David has retired, and that he has been retired for several years now. But due to my close collaboration with him as co-editor-in-chief of the CercleS journal Language Learning in Higher Education, I know it is quite the opposite. I have inside information that he hasn't retired at all. Or, as he was saying last night, he's still got a lot of steam left. Rather, he never tires, or dare I say, he will never tire of his commitment to language education. Indeed, David often tells me that he's away for several days at the Council of Europe, or that he will be giving a plenary speech somewhere around the world, Europe, or that he's completing a publication with other colleagues. At the same time, he's devoting much of his day to the CercleS journal, which has benefited enormously for his critical input and expertise in the field. We thank him for his time, his patience, his never-failing commitment and confidence in our Confederation. David has told me that his talk today, Agency and Voice, towards a new synergy between university language teaching, learning and research, covers all strands of the conference. We look forward to hearing him give voice again to his experience, which I know will be of relevance to those of us directly involved in fostering language education and to those receiving or desiring to receive it. Thank you, David.